November 1987, this New York theatre saw the premiere of Into the Woods, a musical fairy tale from Stephen Sondheim and James Lapine which bewitched theatregoers. Now, 27 years after that event, there's been another big Into the Woods event in New York. It's the world premiere of a Disney film adaptation of that production. It was a major studio extravaganza with most of the cast present. One big attraction, Meryl Streep playing the witch. Populated by characters taken from different fairy tales, Into the Woods tells of a baker and his wife who are in the woods to find 4 objects needed to lift the witch's curse that's prevented them from having a baby.
By midnight tomorrow, bring me the items, or that child you wish for will never see the light of day!
Streep brings all her prodigious acting talents to this role.
I don't like that woman.
You seem like such a charming person. Was it a stretch for you to portray a witch?
So difficult. I don't know where I pulled it from, frankly. How did I be so evil?
Other big names in the cast include Johnny Depp as the wolf who has his eyes set on Little Red Riding Hood, Britain's James Corden, who has a strong track record on stage and in television, was surprised to find he had been cast by director Rob Marshall in this high-profile musical movie to play the role of the baker.
But we'll always be indebted to Rob for it, really, for putting himself on the line for me, and under what I imagine and can only presume was immense pressure to cast someone very, very famous.
You wish to have the curse reversed?
The original stage musical was quite an adult work. There have been charges that the story has been Disneyfied for this Disney film. That is, sanitized. But the cast denies this.
Well, I don't think many changes were made, actually. I think it was pretty loyal to the piece. I mean, I think things were cut and shortened because you have to be able to transpose it to the screen. It's a different medium. But no, I think we tried to keep it pretty challenging.
Action.
The production has been brought to the screen by a man with great credentials, Rob Marshall, who also directed the Oscar-winning musical film Chicago. He strove to keep the work faithful to the original, but workable for the big screen.
But I wanted to reimagine it as a film because that's, you know, if you don't, you do a disservice to the piece on stage. So it was a combination of this balancing act of keeping the integrity of the piece and the sort of essential elements of the piece, but also reimagining it.
Stay at home, I am home, who art there?
The director sees Into the Woods as a fairy tale for the 21st century post-9/11 generation. It is a thoughtful film in which the woods and what goes on there can be seen as relating to different aspects of life.
Stay with me.
It's the crucible. It's what you go into. It's what you go into to resolve stuff. It's the tough part, into the woods. And sometimes you go in and you get your wish, and sometimes your wish doesn't end up to be the thing that's good for you.
The audience at the world premiere were taken by this production. So it seemed was Stephen Sondheim, who played such a big role in creating the original work. But the real test will come when it opens to the public in the US at Christmas, amid fierce competition. How it fares then will determine whether this movingly raw production of Into the Woods makes it out of the woods.
Go to the wood!